Hello, welcome back to the channel. My name is Megan and I am an intuitive healer with Rose Moon Healing. I just want to say thank you so much to all the new subscribers that are joining the community, the small but mighty community that we have here. And thank you so much for all your support, for booking personal sessions, for donating if you're donating to the channel through my Venmo, liking, subscribing, sharing with your friends, sharing with your divine masculine, all of it. Thank you so much. Very, very appreciative, and you guys really, really keep me going and give me strength on this very hard twin flame journey. At times, very hard twin flame journey. So it's gonna be pretty powerful. So let's just say that. So we're just gonna be checking in with the energies of it. Okay, so let's see. What did I want to share with you? Okay, yeah, so really strong message coming on from my guides today is if you are feeling it, if you are in the dark, allow yourself to be in the dark. Don't fight the dark, don't resist the dark. When we are in those places of confusion, the in-between and not knowing, and we push really hard to try to get to the knowing and to get to the clarity and to get to the understanding, it's actually us just trying to control and to resist. Like we're just resisting the lesson or the cycle, if you will, of where we actually are. So if you're feeling that, if that happens to resonate and that happens to be a place where you're at in the journey, where you're really kind of just, perhaps you're just feeling clouded, you're not feeling clear, you don't feel super connected maybe to the journey, you're feeling a little bit disengaged, maybe there's something that you're really hung up on. I know in personal readings, people have had pretty specific questions kind of, relating to, is this my twin flame? Is this my person? Is this person my soulmate? Should I be with a soulmate? Like these are kind of the questions that have been coming up. So if you are wrestling with something like that, allow yourself to wrestle with it. Just be with it. Just allow it to be what it is. Because when we, I think I've already said it, so I don't want to repeat myself. But yeah, when we're really in the resistance to the not knowing, that's when we kind of like clamp down on it and make it worse, and we can kind of make it grows and it builds and it gets bigger. So just allow yourself to be where you are and trust that there is divine timing at play. Trust that you are supported. Trust that your guides are going to reveal all to you at the exact right time for you and your journey, and let that be enough. The other message I had for you guys is it's interesting, but I wonder if anyone has been noticing shifts in their appearance as we've been going through a lot of these changes, a lot of these awakenings and activations and upgrades. Keep note, like, I don't know if you want to take like a photo diary of this time of the ascension. It's something I almost wish I had started back in 2020, when all this stuff was kind of really occurring, or when it began, I should say. But I've been noticing even in the past couple weeks, just like subtle shifts to my appearance and certain things. And so that's something that is it's just very interesting. So I'm curious if anyone has experienced that. And if you resonate with that message, I would love to know. So let me know, but just pay attention, because we really are going through these energetic upgrades, and we're going to start to see a lot of that in big, big ways as we shift, as we change. Health issues just mysteriously disappearing. Whatever we've struggled with when it comes to our bodies and our human sort of temples just kind of evaporating. Maybe being flared up, maybe being sort of like instigated. I know I've personally had a lot of weird kind of health things that have come up out of the blue, and then they've gone away just as quickly as they came up. Or they've gone away and then they've come back, and then they've gone away as related to emotions on the journey and perhaps the connection with the counterpart. So, all right, that's your messages. Let's tune in, Spirit, to the energetics of this new moon for divine feminines. And as always, please watch these readings. If you are a divine masculine watching, or if you are a man watching, watch these readings for the divine feminine within you, okay? So, you know, as I do the divine masculine reading, etc., you know, it doesn't always have to be about the person. It can be about the energy within you that is divine feminine. So as this comes up, as these messages come up, you can relate them to what's going on within you, your divine feminine energy within. Hopefully that made sense. All right, really interesting. So for this new moon in Aries, for the divine feminine energy and the divine feminine collective, yeah, I'm really loving to see this storm warning in reverse. So this has been really heavy in these past couple weeks, these storms for divine feminines, this difficulty, this pain. There has been a lot going on in the external world and in the internal world. And getting that coming out in the reverse, I'm not actually reading it as you might in the tarot with a tower in reverse, where it's more about internal towers. I kind of feel like we're reaching the climactic end of these tower moments for the divine feminines, and we're going to be moving into calmer waters. And this new moon might be kind of a good place to start manifesting the peace that your soul is so desperately craving, the restoration. So this new moon is going to bring that opportunity for you to get really clear on what it is that you're calling in, and you're going to have a lot of manifestation power. We're going to get some tarot on these, but that's just a message that right away is jumping out, that there's going to be peace on the horizon. Interesting. Nothing else? Okay. Let's clarify the Magician, please. Spirit, thank you, angels. And strategy, please. Interesting. See if there's anything else that wants to come up there. Okay. All right. Oh, wow. Okay, so just before I forget, we are getting Temple Path in the bottom of the deck with our energy cards. So if you have been feeling a little bit, like I was saying, disconnected, confused, a little bit lost in the journey, a little bit like, what is going on? I'm exhausted, Spirit. You've promised me this. You've told me that justice is coming. You've told me that all this is occurring, and I don't see it. I don't even feel it, in fact. Spirit is saying this is the path. This is part of the path. And one of the messages that my ego has been resisting a lot lately, but has been coming on very strong, is that they've been revealing this journey to me in comparison to birth. So if you are a woman and you have experienced birth, and you've experienced contractions, and you've experienced the transition period from moving into passive labor to active labor, you're going to really be able to relate to this. If you are a man or you're a woman that maybe hasn't had children or has no idea of how birth goes, I will do my best. I've not given birth, so all I know is, from my own research. But this is how Spirit has been revealing it to me, is that the contractions right towards the end are the most intense. It is the period of, it's like the purging, and it can be dark. It's that point right when you want to give up. Like, many women do end up feeling like they want to give up at that point. and they feel like they're not doing it. They feel like there's like this dark void. They're like, it's not happening. I'm not doing it. And whoever is supporting in the birth is like, no, you're already doing it. It's already happening. You are already doing it. So that is the message. You are already doing it. If you are feeling like you are really off path and not on the path and perhaps not supported in this card, I always love seeing this card has come up in personal readings lately too, which I think is for Divine Feminines, which is really beautiful. But these lights on this path are your guides, are your angels, is the support, is your team. So they are surrounding you and you're already doing it. That is the message. So stop doubting. Yes, it might be painful. Yes, the intensity may be kicking up a notch. Yes, whatever spots on this journey that you've had to stop at and you've visited that have been really difficult, that have really triggered your doubt and your fear and your uncertainty, that's probably all going to kind of crescendo, if you will. That's going to be this huge contraction right before the birth, right? Right before it's actually time to unify, right before it's time to ground, right before the baby is brought earthside, right before this blessing, this miracle is brought earthside. There is a huge kind of crescendo of intensity and potentially pain. So be with it, trust it, know that it is coming to a head. And it feels like, I'm getting this message super strongly for this new moon. So it feels like we're coming to like a climactic point in the journey for Divine Feminines and the Divine Feminine energy within. So trust that. Trust in your knowing. Bottom of the deck for the clarifying deck, we're getting Judgment. And I often hear the word awakening with this card. So there is some big aha moments and there is some big eye-opening moments that are going to be coming with this new moon. It's also that in this card, I'm really feeling like it's this binding. It feels like a family, and they're bound by this rope, or it may not be rope, but they're bound by something. And it's not bondage in like the devil energy way. It's bondage in the bonding of soul family, of commitment, of that choice to love, that choice to open themselves up, the choice to be bonded to another. And that's this really, really beautiful message that I'm feeling a lot from these cards. And it feels like this climactic ending has been this choice point. And Divine Feminines may feel oftentimes on this journey like they're waiting on this other person, like they're not quite in control, like they're not the one that's getting to call the shots. But I'm just here to remind you, you are Divine Feminine. You really are. And if you feel that your masculine is back and forth and cloudy and indecisive, it's because there's something within your energy that is indecisive and cloudy. And again, with the beginning message of this reading, be with that. It's okay. Allow yourself to be in that in between. Allow yourself to be struggling with that choice point, because as you surrender to that, you're going to allow like the clearing of that to come through. And then you'll be able to manifest from a place of certainty, from a place of that commitment to love, that opening to love, and that bonding. Okay, so the storm warning in reverse, the clarity that we're getting is we're actually getting the King of Cups. So really interesting, your masculine is already showing up in this read. So it feels like that this new moon, and we are going to do the Divine Masculine reading, and that will be up soon. But it feels like this crescendo that's occurring you're both mirroring it, and it's happening for both of you. And it's really been this initiation. So I'm almost hearing that, yes, Divine Feminines, you've been going through storms and tower moments, but so has your masculine. And it's been initiating them into this very open-hearted, getting them into their emotional truth, their emotional stability, their emotional knowing. For many masculines that have been stuck in their head, that have been very in kind of business as usual and, let me go through the motions, and really resisting this ascension or really resisting this change. It feels like that this new moon is going to be bringing a lot of energy where that resistance is going to be absolutely annihilated and crumbled. Yeah. trying to hear if there's any other messages with that. It's just so interesting that they're already showing up in this read. All right, so let's go to the clarifiers, and 3 cards fell out. I only wanted 1, but I decided to take them. So when we have this manifesting, this magician card, so manifesting, it's a very balanced card too. If you see this, the harmony of, there's like the blue and then the orange. I kind of associate that as a very balanced, harmonized person, like manifesting from a very grounded and balanced point. So being clear on what you're manifesting, and we are getting the 2 of Swords. So here's that choice point. There is a choice and there's an option, and by the time this new moon rolls around, so we have a couple days, right? I'm hearing that many divine feminines, whatever you've been struggling with, whatever you've been kind of in the back and forth in between with, that's going to be cleared up, and there's going to be a lot of clarity. We're getting the Knight of Cups coming through as well. So there could be potential romantic offers. There could be potential, I don't like the word proof, and I always struggle to find a better word, but something could be coming through in the 3D world between now and the new moon that would give you hope, that would reignite your faith in this journey and your masculine. So if you have lost faith, if you have been feeling kind of in this birthing process, like you can't do it, like you want to get off the journey, like you're over it, something is going to be coming through. He's coming through on the horse with a flame. So the flame being reignited is what I'm hearing. This could come in the form of a dream. This could come in the form of some information, maybe a message, an earth angel delivering a message to you. This could come in the form of hearing from your masculine. This could come in many different forms. So be open to the form that it comes in, and also be asking your guides and your angels for this. If this is something your soul is desperately desiring and needing right now, ask for it. And it feels that that could be something that could be coming through that is going to help inform manifesting. There is a new beginning coming for you regardless. We have the Fool here. So there is a new beginning coming, Divine Feminine. Your hearts are open. Your hearts are ready. Allow whatever cobwebs you may be stuck in at the moment to kind of just be, and to trust, and to keep putting one foot in front of the other, to keep walking on the path. You are on the path. It's so hard in the darkness and in the difficulty and in that pain to remember that that too is the path, because we want the path to feel good. We want to be feeling that reassurance. We want to be feeling that kind of knowing. And sometimes that's not the path. The path does not deliver that. And that's when we're really tested. So keep the faith, keep the trust. This card comes out just to remind us. It's the 2-2 card. It's the yin yang. It's the divine masculine to the divine feminine. It is the twin flame card. This journey is yours, and you have choice. You have choice for this to be yours. So you get to decide, but Spirit is really letting you know that it's close, and this is getting clarified by the 10 of Pentacles. So the 10 of Pentacles is all about that accumulation of everything that you've been working hard for in the 3D. So this is family, this is love, this is marriage, this is legacy, this is business success, material success. This is everything that you're desiring, and you are in this initiation, you are in this birth of it, Divine Feminine. So really, really keep holding in the faith and trusting. Lots of I feel that there's going to be a lot of reminders and signs coming through before this moon, because I feel for many feminines, they really need it right now. You may have been getting contrary signs. You may have been getting signs that have been knocking you off the path a bit. And these have been testing. These have been testing grounds. It almost feels like we have been, back to that birth comparison, it's almost like we've been transitioning, and the transition is hard. It's when everything intensifies, and it's why all these tests have been coming up. And then there's a point of like peace, right? There's a point of kind of the surrender. It's that really beautiful surrender to the pain, surrender to the contraction, surrender. And that's kind of when you can birth what you're manifesting, what you're creating. I hope this birth metaphor is working for you guys. It just like has super been coming to me lately. But it's just such a beautiful way of explaining it. So strategy is kind of a masculine energy. So I am feeling that there's double messages in this. This does feel like you're masculines. So because this new moon for you, Divine Feminine, is going to be, yeah, there is a lot of masculine energy in this read, actually. And, you know, it is an Aries moon, and Aries is a masculine sign. So it does feel like this strategy is going to be spirit guided. It's not going to be logic or rational mind guided. So anything that comes through as these epiphanies, these ahas that we're seeing are really going to be coming up, trust them and allow them to move you forward. Allow them to ignite the movement and the momentum and the choice of what's next and what's to come. To clarify this, the first card out was the Five of Pentacles. So it almost feels like there's a strategy here being cooked, being brewed of how to get us out of separation, how to get us out of this feeling like we are separate, like we are alone, like we are not enough, like we are in the dark, in the cold. And the Divine Masculines have really been struggling with this self-worth, self-image, and literally around worth, around money, finances, 3D. So again, as I'm saying double messages here, I really am feeling the Divine Masculines with this message once again. So perhaps this moon is going to provide like breakthroughs for them in their confidence and in their ability to be ignited and moving forward with that Aries moon, which is really spirit-driven intelligence, spirit-driven guidance of how to strategize out of this, because this isn't where any of us want to be. It's been necessary, but it's not where we want to be. And then it's going to drive movement forward with this Knight of Wands, and then the next card out was the Queen of Wands. So it's a moving forward to this powerful Divine Feminine energy. This is good news, action, inspiration. Yeah, I'm feeling we are getting the King. So we got the King at the beginning of this reading, but then here we're getting this Knight. But it's almost like this Knight is that fire to move, to actually take movement towards this Queen of Wands and this High Priestess. Because there's been a lot of stagnancy and fear of coming forward to this. So for your Divine Feminine within, this could be about you finally feeling this clarity and this truth and this inspiration roused within you that you are this queen, you are this High Priestess, and there could be a lot of faith restored for this new moon. Faith in the journey, faith in your High Priestess energy and your inner knowing and your intuition. Perhaps you've been struggling with some doubt and some fear in the past couple weeks with these Tower moments and feeling like it just wasn't for you. That, you know, what's been going on has been kind of making you feel like, I guess this just isn't for me. But it feels like there's going to be a lot of kind of movement, more internal movement, but that's where the spark begins. That's where the inspiration begins. And that's going to be really important for this journey for you, Divine Feminines. So staying in your inner balance and harmony, manifesting from a place of clarity and making that choice, allowing everything that you've been going through in these past couple weeks to really clear out this space. You know, really, honestly, in these past couple weeks from the full moon to now the new moon. So it has been a journey of kind of, you know, clearing that path forward. Yeah, for many, there may be really clear steps forward of how to get out of separation. And if that's not in the literal 3D physical separation, it's in the separation illusions within your mind, within your heart of feeling separate. Okay, we're going to grab some advice. I'm trying to think. I know I want to use this angel deck, but yeah, we'll also grab from this deck. Let's see. Okay, yeah, the Work Your Light deck. Ooh, did I just lose a card? I think I did. Okay, Divine Feminines. What is your advice? Oh my goodness, I've been getting this card so much. Wow, okay. Beautiful. Deep replenishment, retreat, rest, and be held on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, so it does feel like these beautiful Divine Feminines, y'all have been through the ringer as of late. You really have. Contractions. Oh, just spiritual contractions. Yeah. It's okay to feel pain. It's okay to feel anger. It's okay to feel regret, sadness. It's okay to feel all of these difficult emotions. But just keep going. Keep taking care of yourself. Keep nurturing yourself. This new moon could provide an opportunity to really go inward and still your heart, still your mind. We are getting this Dance with Life card. So this is about shifting your energy, shifting from perhaps something you've been doing that really hasn't been working for you, some pattern, some thought. You know, it's probably truly related to this mind chatter of the Two of Swords, this in between. You know, she's being offered this rose here, and she's like, I prefer yellow roses. That's kind of the attitude. And you know, we may not be stoked about what we're seeing offered in the 3D right now. And Spirit is saying, just keep going. Just trust, Divine Feminines. And if you're feeling that, it's okay to feel like, I don't like red roses. I want a yellow rose. It's okay to feel that. But to take your power back, not for this other person or whatever situation is really getting to you, to take your power back, change your energy. So, you know, it could be as simple as taking a nap. It could be as simple as stepping outside and feeling the sun on your face. It could be really simple. It doesn't need to be this big extravagant thing. If you are guided to an extravagant thing, like taking a weekend away, you know, whatever, do it, but just know it's really about shifting your energy, finding some peace within, and you're going to feel your power surge back to you. We are getting these beautiful messages of trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? So this card always comes out when it's really about, like, it's that crunch time and you may have been in doubt and you may have been questioning and really asking for guidance from your angels and your guides, and they're like, you're good. You're good, boo. You good, okay? You're supported. We're here. You're on your path. You're not doing anything wrong. Just because it feels shitty right now doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. Keep going. And yeah, I love that message. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? So if there's something you're struggling with, if there's something you're trying to decide, perhaps that's a way to make this decision for yourselves. Like, maybe you are deciding, do I want to get off this path? Do I want to just really get off this path? Okay, so imagine you were supported, that you were fully supported. So whatever decision you made, it would work out, that you would be 100% supported, and your guides, your angels, your team, God would be like, yeah, cool. Okay, what do you want? Great. We're going to go make it happen for you. And there was this certainty and surety about that. Now make your decision. What would you decide? Hopefully that helps because we're getting that confirmation. So whatever your heart truly wants, decide that and it will happen. It will happen. All right, we have Soul Family. So this again from this deck is that it's very similar for me with this confirmation. This is a soul connection. This is a soul journey. This is your soul flame. This is your counterpart. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. And I have been getting that message a lot, that right now the twins, even in the 3D, if it doesn't feel like it, are working together. So you are not alone. You are not alone. Wow. Okay, Divine Feminines, we really needed that, didn't we? Thank you, angels. Okay. Bottom of the deck, clairsentience. Archangel Raguel. Notice your reoccurring physical and emotional feelings as they signify divine guidance. Beautiful. So for many of you, these gifts are coming online. And what is reoccurring? And again, as we've been talking about it, it could be something really difficult. So if it's reoccurring, it could be your angels keep giving you this difficult, sticky emotion or thought because they're inviting you to transmute it. They're inviting you to work through it, to purge it, to let it go, whatever it is. And it is your divine guidance right now. Raguel is a beautiful angel that you can call on for that support. We actually get Raguel twice, and Raguel is really about this relationship harmony. So the first card out was relationship harmony. Archangel Raguel is with us, divine feminines. We angels are opening the hearts of everyone involved. Arguments and conflicts are being resolved now. So you are being really, really supported right now. Trust it. Relationship harmony is coming. This new moon is going to be really powerful, and it's all going to be up to you as far as what you see and what you feel. And notice, pay attention to those. We're also getting moon cycles. This is Archangel Haniel. Notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestations and capitalize upon these cycles. Wow, what an appropriate message. So new moons are about manifesting. They're about calling in. They're about clearing everything that did not serve in the previous cycle and making yourself like an, oops, sorry for shaking the camera, making yourself like an open blank vessel to call in the new. And Haniel, Archangel Haniel, is supporting with that. I love this message for the divine feminine. So this is the counselor card. Archangel Azrael, you are a natural counselor and many people benefit from your guidance and reassurance. So this is about that mission work, feminines. Anything you're being called to, and for most divine feminines, actually, I'm going to say all divine feminines are natural counselors because of your deep empathy, because of your inner knowing and your sight. So it doesn't mean that's what you have to do for a living. That doesn't need to be your job. It could even just simply be in your life with the people around you, your friends, your family, your community, supporting in this way, supporting with unconditional love, and just being a shoulder to cry on, an ear, lending an ear when people are going through something. Obviously with your own boundaries and making sure that your needs are getting met and you're not giving too much, because that's part of the lesson too for divine feminines. But I do feel that this is kind of like this new moon could bring about a lot of energy for you to manifest mission work, to manifest even deeper and deeper into your calling. And it could really be around quite literally counseling, life coaching, spirit guided business, mystical work, healing, tarot reading, you name it. That could really be coming on. So wow, thank you angels. Such beautiful messages for the divine feminines for this new moon. Wow, okay. I'm going to leave it at that. I will get that divine masculine reading up soon. So if you're a divine masculine and you are cross-watching to check on your divine feminine, know that I have one coming for you. But as always with these divine masculine, divine feminine check-ins, really be watching for the divine feminine energy within you and the divine masculine energy within you as well. All right, if you would like a personal reading, I still have some openings for April, so please check that out. All the information is going to be in the description. You can email me or you can book directly, and I have a couple options on the types of tarot reading sessions or coaching sessions as well. Healing and coaching sessions are also available on my website. Thank you for being here. Please like, share, subscribe, and I will see you all again soon. Have a beautiful new moon. Bye.